finished. So we scrambled like crazy to get everything as much done as we could. And basically the building was built for the first day of school except for the carpet. Probably half the building was carpeted and about half of it wasn't. I see a few fifth graders nodding their heads. Remembering this beautiful building you walked in, there was just all cement floors in parts of the building. Teachers were very patient with that. Students thought it was kind of weird to have a school with cement floors. We made the best of it, and we had the half the building that got carpeted, literally got carpeted about the night before school started. So about half of our teachers were here till about 2 a.m. that night, setting up their rooms, getting things ready to go for the first day of school, turning around, coming back to school 4 or 5 hours later with very little sleep. Right, Mrs. Friday? So the rooms that were carpeted, they had to scramble to get ready. The rooms that were not carpeted is because the cement was too wet, they said, for the carpet to stick. So we had to wait till the cement was dry enough. I had no idea that was such a thing.
It would be the other way around.
You would, wouldn't you, Jordan? But I learned the hard way. So what happened was, about October, the cement was good enough so the carpet could be put down. But putting carpet down when students are in school doesn't work very well. So we had to, every single night, the carpet layers would show up after school and say, I think we could do 3 rooms tonight. So we would take 3 rooms, haul all the furniture and stuff out of the rooms. They would carpet all night long. We'd put the furniture back in the morning. Kids would come back to the surprise of what part of the building was done. We did that for about a month, maybe a little bit longer than that. I think by Thanksgiving, basically everything was finally done. So that was great to finally have the beautiful building we have now actually look like a finished school building, which was fun to do. The other story, a lot of the kids remember the carpet story. They probably don't remember this story, but our teachers will. Our very first ever staff meeting here at Linn Grove. We had several staff meetings at the church, and some PTO meetings at the church, which was great. But our very first ever staff meeting here at Linn Grove, we were about ready to start the meeting, and somebody came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder and said, don't start the meeting. Mrs. Cahill is locked in the bathroom. So what do you mean she's locked in the bathroom? She was literally, the bathroom door was shut. She was taking care of her business and could not come out of the bathroom. The door had broken. A brand new school. We've never had students or anybody there yet, and we already had a major problem. So luckily the construction guys were still here. So we had to go find Travis, who built the school. He came down, tried to figure it out. I thought, no big deal, Travis can do anything. He built this entire thing, he knows what to do. He tried everything he could think of. Lots of teachers had lots of advice for Travis, I remember that day, as teachers like to do. And we still could not get that door open. So we obviously had to postpone our first ever staff meeting. Everybody went around the door and gave Mrs. Cahill encouragement that she'd be okay. And about an hour maybe, half hour later, maybe an hour, seemed like a long time. Eventually the decision was made, had to cut a huge hole in the door to let Mrs. Cahill come out the door that way then. So, luckily, that door, we found out the door was a $1,200 door, but a little piece on the handle, which cost about 5 cents, was broken. And so the whole rest of the door had to be cut out. So once we got through all the construction problems, it was great to get kids in school and get into a normal school routine, and it was fun to have fifth graders kind of lead us in getting a school culture started. That was a great place, a great school, and a great community, as Mr. Schumacher mentioned earlier too, so fun memories. The fifth grade class, first ever student council, one of their big projects was deciding to do a time capsule. So we had to make big decisions as far as what goes in the time capsule. Do we bury the time capsule? When do we open the time capsule? So they decided to not bury the time capsule. We have on display kind of by the music room in the gym for the last 8 years. So we made decisions what to put in there to look back and remember 8 years from now. And we decided on 8 years because these guys would be seniors. So they would go from fifth grade to their senior year and hope to have them come back, and here we are today. So I will let the fifth graders, former fifth graders, I keep calling them fifth graders, you guys get to open up the time capsule. And I'm curious how many of you actually remember what is in here.
I do not know.
No, I don't either. And some students are asking earlier, can you tell me what's in there, give me a sneak peek? I said, I'd tell you, but I honestly don't remember either. I know we had an assembly that to put everything in the time capsule and close it up. I can't either, so it's got to be a surprise to all of us. So, if you guys want to come around, we have some items and larger items are in this tube, and some are in the actual time capsule. So if you guys open it up, and then you can kind of hold it up and announce what it is, and we can put it on the table for people to go look at later on as well.